what could be considered a soybean expert. We simply haven't been.
Garry Hnatowich is a research scientist at the Irrigation Development Center in Outlook, Saskatchewan, so he has regular opportunities to talk to farm groups. Right now, he's at a master seeder meeting discussing growing soybeans in Saskatchewan and in Western Canada. He says growers need to remember that the soybean growing point is above ground, so frost is an issue.
If the frost hits the ground level, the crop is done. So again, typically it's something you've got to be careful of. So hence, if you're putting in about the 18th of May, you're probably fine. Anything earlier gets iffy.
Soybeans usually do the best under regular moisture and heat. When choosing a variety, you need early maturity, which means the lowest number rating possible, probably a 000, to be on the safe side when you're west of Manitoba.
Within Manitoba, they can get away with a 00 type of rating in terms of maturity for soybeans. In Saskatchewan, that would be a very iffy proposition for success with the crop on an annual basis from year in, year out. We need earlier maturing varieties than even Manitoba has available.
If the variety is still rated in corn heat units required, simply look for the lowest number you can find.
You move up 100 heat units, and you can see where the maturity is. We can be up to a week later by simply 100 more corn heat unit requirement. So again, strive for the earliest maturing stuff.
Hnatowich says today's soybean varieties will typically produce about 30 bushels per acre with no added nitrogen in an average year in Saskatchewan.
As the genetics improve and maybe yields do tend to move up into that 35-40 bushel range, then we may end up looking at having to do some supplemental nitrogen fertilization during the year of soybean production.
Those growers who decide to fertilize their soybeans need to be careful if they choose to do it at seeding.
Yeah, there's issues with the seed. This crop is very sensitive to any seed-placed fertilizer, be it nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, potassium. It is sensitive, and we can severely thin the crop if there's salt toxicity or fertilizer toxicity associated with that, that products or products that we are using. Most of the fertilizer is better put away from the seed if at all possible.
An estimated 300,000 acres of soybeans were planted in Saskatchewan in 2014. If varieties continue to improve, it should only take a few short years until acreage surpasses the 1 million acre mark, as it already has in Manitoba.